Recently we've got some new information about the Turning Tides DLC, which is scheduled to be released in December. After seeing how long it took DICE to release the two previous DLCs, I'm surprised we are actually talking about the December 2017 and not 2018. Before we get into the DLC though, I just want to clear out the questions about why am I not uploading October patch videos. That's simply due to the fact that patch is not fully developed yet. And I don't want to make 5 or even 6 videos, like some Battlefield 1 YouTubers do, where they are talking about the same things over and over again, mentioning one single detail that changed since the previous video. It doesn't make much sense for me. I will just upload one video when either the patch is in its final state or it gets released to the vanilla game. Anyway, going back to the Turning Tides DLC, which is most likely to be released in about 3 weeks to the CTE, at least some of the maps, this expansion pack will be focused around the amphibious warfare of World War I and will bring us the new army, weapons, elite class and, surprisingly, no behemoth. Well, at least not a new behemoth, but I suppose we might see a dreadnought in action, since it's going to be focused around the sea warfare. The whole setting for this DLC brings back the vibes of the Naval Strike expansion pack that was released for Battlefield 4, and the same as in previous title, we actually only have 4 maps confirmed to be released with this DLC, which doesn't sound that good considering the fact that both previous DLCs, being the French one called They Shall Not Pass and the Russian one called In the Name of the Tsar, introduced us 6 new maps. I wouldn't worry about it at this point, however, because if you guys remember, the first DLC, the French one, had also promised 4 maps. It never said that it's going to include 6 maps in total, and couple of months later, DICE provided us with the 2 new night maps, which turned out to be the part of the French DLC. So they might just go for the same move with this one. They will release the DLC with 4 maps in December, but let's say in January or February, they will add 2 new maps. When it comes to the new faction that we will get to play as, it's going to be the British Royal Marines. I will honestly say that I didn't expect DICE to add Brits again. I mean, we already have British Army in the vanilla. I expected someone who wasn't in the game yet. Of course, no offense to all of you British people who are watching, but I just expected the new army. And I know that British Royal Army is something a bit different from the standard one and they're not the same, but still, it's the same nationality and there is much more of those that haven't been shown in the game yet. But I suppose that the initial reason why DICE went with the British Royal Army is due to the fact that they fought in the battles which will take place on the new maps. All of the players who will play the new DLC will get the chance to feel the action of Zeebrugge Right or Gallipoli Offensive. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but I have literally no idea how to do it correctly, so apologize for that. And while most of Battlefield 1 YouTubers will most likely focus on the historical aspects of those battles, I just hope that those will be correctly balanced, because I really wouldn't want to see next Paracel Storm on Rush. Do you guys remember the first stage of this map? Literally the most absurd start for the attacking team in the whole game. I'm actually wondering, by the way this is not confirmed so don't get any ideas, but I'm wondering if DICE will add the Sailor class instead of the Tanker or Pilot for the boats. It seems like an obvious thing, but then again, I understand that those classes are literally the same. The only thing that's different are the skins, but who really cares about those if you're gonna sit in a boat anyway? There is also tons of speculations going over the new graphic that was posted on Origin, showing off the new soldier from the Turning Tides DLC. We can see that this guy has a grappling hook, and many people expect that this is going to bring back the possibilities from Battlefield Hardline, where such thing allowed you to access high ground areas that normally wouldn't offer an option to get on them. Honestly, I don't really think that that's the case for Battlefield 1. Apart from the fact that it wouldn't really fit the era that we are in, we already have the high jump mechanic, which basically allows us to get up on everything. You can get on rooftops, you can get on walls, and there is no limits there. At least when it comes to the area that is accessible by the player, because If you would want to get on the objects, such as buildings on ambience, it's just not technically possible because there is an invisible wall up there preventing you from going on the rooftops, which renders the grappling hook pretty much useless since we are able to get almost everywhere without it. The second community idea was that it's going to be a new melee weapon for the battle packs. I believe DICE has something a lot better planned for that, but they just don't want to reveal the secret just yet. Wouldn't really make much sense to use the grappling hook as a melee weapon, even in real life. I mean, how would you attack someone using it? And that's pretty much it for the things that are confirmed, and we are certain that those will be implemented. Naturally we will get new weapons, but at this point we have no clue what those will be, so there is no point in me speculating about them. We're gonna talk about it in a separate video when we get some materials to work with, same as with the new elite class. As soon as we get some hints about what those might be, I will do such video. And that's about it for the new content that is confirmed to be coming in December. Quick announcement before you guys click off the video, I will not upload tomorrow, I'm just technically not able to do so. There is quite a lot of time that goes into preparing a good video, and I don't always have this time every single day. So I hope you understand it, that sometimes when I don't post a video, it's not that I'm lazy or I don't have a content to upload, it's just that I don't have a time to record it and prepare everything. And as always guys, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and I see you on the battlefield.